begin this Friday morning sports shebang. Rena likes when I call it that. Fresh cut for you today, darling. On the gridiron, and a bit of a bummer for the New York Football Giants. Some sad news, we'll say, to start this sports roundup. Following a very solid start to the season for the G-Men, the Week 3 loss to rival Dallas on Monday night was magnified by injury. The G-Men placed wide receiver Sterling Shepard on season-ending injury reserve after he suffered a torn ACL against the Cowboys. Very difficult news for the team and for the fans here at home. We caught up with the Bronx's own Saquon Barkley on what Shep has meant to the team.
Definitely a gut punch ending. It's tough. Definitely tough. Especially just the type of guy Shep is. His character, the energy he brings to this team. One of my best friends, if not my best friend. So it sucks to see him go down. But at the end of the day, not only myself, he knows we all got his back. And going into this, I've been with the situation. Nothing's said until you get the MRI, so no one knows everything. You know what I mean? So go up there with high hopes. Just pray for him, and whatever happens, happens. We're gonna be there for him, and we're gonna have his back.
The Giants are hopeful for more from their current crop of wideouts on the roster in Shepard's absence, and could be heading toward a reunion with a player like Odell Beckham Jr., who at the time of this recording has been rumored for the Giants. Personally, I think Kenny Golladay and Darius Slayton could fill the void here for the G-Men. They need to step up, plain and simple. Stepping up is the name of the game for our two local NBA teams as the preseason commences. The Knicks and the Nets have some expectations, but not super-duper high ones, but certainly playoff aspirations and perhaps contention for an Eastern Conference berth in the playoffs. The Nets and the Knicks are back to work. We'll start our look around the Big Apple basketball scope with Brooklyn. The Nets are very happy to keep star Kevin Durant in the mix after an offseason filled with rumors of his departure in Brooklyn. It sounds like KD is happy to return too. Now, the Nets, headlined by KD and Kyrie Irving, have to finally get it together on the hardwood. They'll attempt to do this for a full season without James Harden. Instead, it will be the trio of KD, Kyrie, and Harden's replacement, Ben Simmons. They take center stage in Brooklyn. Here's a season outlook courtesy of Kevin Durant.
In my mind, I did like what we did, what Sean put together this summer with the team. And I knew that with all the adversity that we hit and a lot of failures that we hit as a team last year, guys are going to be working to get better and be better, and not try to not make that a trend. So, in the back of my mind, that was still there. And I had conversations with Steve and Joe, Claire, and Sean. And, we came to a mutual agreement that we should keep moving forward.
I'm still holding out hopes that KD and Kyrie win at least one championship in Brooklyn together. So far, the star signings haven't yielded the results that we anticipated. Meantime, over at the world's most famous arena, the New York Knicks believe Jalen Brunson can do what former Bronx-born star Kemba Walker could not do in a short stint with the Orange and Blue, and that's guide them to the promised land, folks. It's been so long since we've seen a championship for the Knicks. Wishful thinking. Just kidding, Knicks fans. Taking my frustrations out on you on a Friday morning. I'm excited about his addition, but NBA final hopes I don't have, at least not yet. Walker, of course, showed flashes of his greatness, but injuries and defensive liabilities at this stage in his career, late in his career, led to a rotation of playmakers, including the oft-injured Derrick Rose. Enter Jalen Brunson, the former Dallas Mavericks star. He says, open quote, whatever it takes, close quote, in New York. Here's Brunson, the son of former Knick Rick Brunson, on his expectations for the Orange and Blue this season.
Most importantly, I just want to be myself. I think I said this a while ago, somehow, some way. Not a savior in any way, shape, or form. I just want to be able to contribute to a team, and I try to help this team win games. I like the group. Can't wait to build more chemistry with these guys. Can't wait to see what we can unlock and unleash. And so I'm really excited. I'm really not too worried about the spacing aspect of it. I think we're all going to be willing to make plays for each other. We're going to make the right reads. And we're not going to predetermine or predict anything that we're going to do on the court. We're just going to kind of read and react and play off each other. And like I said, like once the chemistry continues to build and grow stronger, I think this team can be very good. We just got to be able to believe and basically fight for an entire long season.
Can I just see one championship here in my lifetime? Just one. Uptown here in the BX, expectations are high at Rose Hill for the Fordham men's basketball team. The Rams had a resurgent season last winter but lost Kyle Neptune to Villanova. They've turned the reins over to his right-hand man, Keith Ergo. Ergo has Fordham in his veins and is pumped to keep the mojo going at Fordham. Some early season images from practice out at Fordham. Always great when the student athletes are back on campus and excited for a new season. Should be a fun one for both college basketball and NBA hoops in the Big Apple. This, to me, remains a basketball town. But now, every now and again, the New York Rangers have a way of capturing our hearts on the ice. That was the case last season when the Broadway Blue Shirts made an admirable run at the Stanley Cup. This year, they return hungrier as they chase arguably the most coveted trophy in all of sports, Lord Stanley. We go back inside the locker room for more.
I thought we played hard there. Obviously, they played aggressive, and it came down to an OT goal there. So it was nice to get the rust off a bit and get some game action. Yeah, I don't think anyone in practice, even as much as you want, was going to go hard through your own teammate or anything like that. But you play another team, and you get that intensity, and it was good to get that, and nice to get a game in here. Yeah, it's nice. Obviously, like you said, it's preseason, but you want to get habits. It's a great play by Troach, and just trying to get a puck to the net. Obviously, I'd like to do that a lot in the regular season. So yeah, it was nice. Obviously, the goal doesn't mean much in the grand scheme of things, but yeah, obviously nice to see.
That Rangers run last year was so very special, so close, man. They have tons of talent. Should be another big year. The question is this the year? That's what I keep asking this morning on a Friday morning. 1994 seems so very long ago for the Rangers. Lots of optimism here in the Big Apple with the postseason opening up, though, in the Bronx and Queens in the world of baseball. The Yankees taking up the division up in Toronto, highlighted by number 61 for Aaron Judge in Canada. That magic number tying the American League mark and Bronx Bomber legend, the late, great Roger Maris. The division party north of the border got us thinking about that celebration from 2019. That's the focus of our Turn Back the Clock this morning, only on BronxNet's Open. Let's hop in our time machine and relive that American League East crown for the Bronx Bombers. Check this out. Roll them.
Well, you got a team full of savages, so when you got a team full of guys that, come ready to play every single day, are hungry and excited to be here, it makes for a great environment. When you got a good environment like this and, playing in front of these fans, day in and day out, they have our back. It's been one heck of a season.
How much does the team itself really feel that there's really something special about this squad?
We're a family here, and everyone has each other's backs, and we've gone through our ups and downs, and things aren't as bad as they always seem. So, we got a really good group of guys that have, pulled together on something special this year. So it's really cool.
It really does take everybody, and we should all be proud. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. I want to play, I want to be out there, but I also want to contribute to wins, and, I feel like I was able to do that, so it's a good feeling.
When I came over here thinking about the New York Yankees, you think about winning. You think about pennants, you think about World Series championships, and this is the first step in where we want to go. I think it's a big thing for us to have clinched the division for the first time, and I believe it's 7 years, something like that. So that's a great thing for us. And like I said, we're moving on to looking to go and win that World Series.
This is the most fun you've ever had playing baseball?
It is, man. It is, and it's even better when you get the champagne in your eyes, even though it stings. So this team's awesome, and I can't wait to for what we can accomplish at the end goal.
Yeah, this is just the beginning. We're going to celebrate tonight and have fun with it because it's been a long, long season, a lot of ups and downs. We're going to celebrate and enjoy tonight, but we got a lot more baseball to play, so we'll continue just playing and grinding all year.
So many cool moments captured by our BronxNet lenses. I'm hoping for a World Series title this year. To the C-list for another smashing local story. One Bronx high school president is taking the phrase "going the extra mile" literally. And he's doing so in the name of raising money for the school's athletic program. Cardinal Spellman High School President Dan O'Keefe, pictured here, has been making his way around the school's track in Edenwald section of the Bronx. The 57-year-old pledged to run 101 miles to fundraise for the school, saying, open quote, "There's several different reasons, but primarily it's to build school spirit, give the kids a concrete example of when people say things and say some things that are impossible. Don't ever listen to them, and you can go out there and do anything if you put your mind to it," close quote. In 2014, O'Keefe ran 100 miles to fundraise for the school. This year, 101. He's hoping to raise $101,000 for the athletics program that features 25 sports teams here in the BX. He says expenses are high to run them. Of course they are after COVID. The best part of this story, though, students inspired by O'Keefe's commitment joined him for some laps around the track. Reach out to Cardinal Spellman to join them in the fundraising efforts. Cheers to Dan and Spellman. Awesome Bronx story right here in the Bronx Arena. Us BX people, we born different, right? That's your look at sports. I'm Bobby C. I'm taking my fresh cut and I'm getting out of here. But for you, stay tuned because More Open is back after this.